Ladies and gentlemen, slimes and dimes of my hip hop crimies and crimettes, welcome back to the channel. If you know, you know. If you don't, hit the button below. We are back on the couch with another reaction, baby, and it's more than Diddy dirt, dog. But this time, it's his arch nemesis, 50 Cent, speaking on the matter. Now, there's been a lot of just talk about 50 and what his agenda is, and a lot of people think that he's trolling, but I think there's a bigger picture here, and the speculation is that 50 is trying to get Jay-Z and Diddy up out of here. Now, those of you who have been paying attention to 50 for quite some time now, he's been trolling Diddy the whole entire time. But people, I think, have not been paying attention to the Jay-Z slippage in there, being like, yo, Jay, where you at? Why you hiding? How come you not, you know what I'm saying? Why you radio silent? Somebody saying get Jay on the phone, like all the Jay trolling. That means something bigger than what I think we even can imagine. I don't know what it is. This is just also my opinion too. I think that means a lot more than just trolling. And I think if this Diddy stuff gets a little bit more in depth, we may find out exactly what all that really means. And hopefully it's not that. But I think, once again, these, you know, I will say one thing and I'll say another. Just because these dudes hang around with each other doesn't mean anything. But also, they've been around each other for 30 years and they've been tied to the same everything. Like, they've been tied to the Kelly shit, like musically or hanging out, whatever. They've been tied with, like, the females, the Aaliyah shit. Like, they've been tied together in a way. Biggie, too, you know what I'm saying? With the commission and, you know, Jay wanting to rock with Big. And I think Big wanted to leave and start his own label. So, like, there's been just, and this is all rumor stuff, too. But this is just also just in the hip hop lore and the storyline of things that just been going on over the years. So I'm gonna hop right into what 50's talking about in regards to Diddy Do It. I believe it's a documentary.
You have something huge.
Fuck. My bad, y'all. We wasn't connected.
Coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been.
Yeah. This is just Kanan right now. Yo, he did that shit. He did it. No. He did it. Yo, 50's a funny guy. Kanan Jackson.
It's long before it actually.
But he was,
you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, you know, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Once again, just holla at your boy. I just finished just saying, like, yo, if we've been paying attention, 50's been trolling and saying these things for quite some time. Whether it's the gay jokes, whether it's the freaky parties. And if y'all haven't recalled, I'm going to say this again. This dude was on the Breakfast Club talking about some very inappropriate pictures that were sent or that were allegedly leaked or whatever. And he had texted Puff, or however he said it, and Puff just kind of was like, yeah, it's out there, but like it goes back into that whole blackmail and extortion thing that is now in these indictments in this trial. So yeah, 50's been on it, dog. Like, once again, I think we need to start paying attention to these people that we were saying are just on these other platforms for clout and all this other stuff. Like, we acting like these people are nobodies. These people were once upon a time involved with these partners and Diddy and just these people were all in the same circles at one point in time. They've seen shit.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
Was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like, all of the stuff that is doing, I'm not into that type of stuff.
He's like, I'm just not a freaky ass nigga.
A little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go to the 90s and Keefy D said he paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
It's a little, like, you get the craziest act.
And also, I'm going to have to react to that song too. So 50 did have a song called The Bomb. And he had a couple of songs dissing Diddy, which in my understanding at the time, being young too, I just thought 50 was mad about the Mace shit. And he was just saying that. But I really do think it stemmed from the Mace shit. And then probably, I think people be like, oh, he didn't sign him. I'm like, nah, that was when 50 was on some gangster shit, like super gangster shit. So, like, Puffy just wasn't trying to have that around from what they both said. So, I don't think it had anything to do with that. I think the real heat started when he wanted to sign Mace to G-Unit. And they've talked about it. This is on record, too. This isn't like fan lore or anything like that. This is on record. They've talked about this. And I guess Puff wanted $2 million for Mace, and I think he was just like, yo, Mace ain't worth $2 million or whatever that conversation was. So there's been smoke there the whole time, but he also, going back to the bomb, my fault was like, he said, who shot Biggie Smalls? We don't get them, they gonna kill us all. Yeah, Puffy know who hit them niggas, man. That nigga soft. He scared them boys from the west side to break them off. Something else. But yeah, that was the verse.
Accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries. They went to Tubi, but the series.
Don't forget to like the video, y'all.
Diddy.
You're one of the first persons in entertainment to really call out people and kind of have that authority in that, to be able to call people out. I mean, which is pretty amazing. You're kind of, in some ways, draining the swamp of Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't have a support system. I don't have a support system of peer group of artists that I require to do what I'm doing. I've had to be on my own from the beginning. So I don't necessarily have a responsibility to behave a certain way according to them. And look, if I didn't have an award-winning director doing it, if I hadn't put the right people in place to produce it properly, I would understand why they would question or doubt anything that I'm doing. But you go to the 90s, and Keefe D said he paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
So look, like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries. They went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy, and he hasn't even been arrested yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So where is the downfall? You mean the downfall of his credibility? Because nothing else fell yet.
Yeah,
Right.
We think stuff will fall possibly.
Yes, it's a bad situation, but
I need to know what this series is on
so how could you
Netflix.
document it when it hasn't happened?
Yeah. So.
That's forecasting it.
That's true.
Predicting.
That's true.
Yeah, I didn't even. What's funny? I didn't even watch that shit.
Moving on. Also,
I never watched that because I'm just like, nothing's happening
going on
yet. They were too
I've
thirsty
seen
for
tremendous
that.
change. I've known you for many years now, and just it's grown tremendously. I know you guys are in multiple stadiums. Tell me how much stadiums you guys are in. I know you guys are going to Costco now as well too.
I got
All right, so that was just really what I wanted to just cover on 50 addressing. I feel like he's addressing on a couple of platforms, and I haven't caught on to him just yet. But this one dropped, I believe, a day or two ago. I have no idea what this platform is. I didn't actually read that part, so my bad. But when I put the caption up, it'll be up there. But excuse me. Yeah, 50's definitely been on this whole F Diddy crusade right now. Well, not even right now, for a long time, and it's crazy that he's had this cooking up for a while. And it's funny because he's like, I guess there won't be no more invites to the parties in the Hamptons or whatever. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hang out with your punk ass, no way. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he really don't bang with Puff. So when I feel like he's like, yo, I don't be hanging with Puff, I believe it. He's one of the only people I'll be like, yeah, I believe what 50's saying right now. And, like, I know I'm not supposed to be because I don't know 50 from a hole in the wall either. But based off just how I've seen it and how I've just see how he's been going off on Diddy, I'm like, ain't no way he really hang out with him or really be cool with him. Especially, like, he's just like, yo, this dude offered me to take me, like, shopping and shit. Like, Diddy's been weird for a while, dog. Like, I just think that we just really just let things just slide and, like, fly over our heads. And then when shit like this hits the fan, then we start going back and being like, see, and then some things be a reach, but then a lot of shit be like, yeah, nah, he was on some weird shit. Like, I like the way you scripting and scraping and all that shit, daddy, that was weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, Diddy's been on this type of time. And it's funny because they've said he's been on drugs for a while, and I feel like the Hot Atlanta shit started probably when he was on these drugs heavy, like the not cocaine and weed. We talking about the pink powder shit that they screaming, and they've said it for the last like 10 years. We in 2024. I feel like that whole you scripting and scraping and scrambling daddy shit was like 2011 to 13 era. So it's like that whole time where he's been super wild and weird looking, and behavior was definitely not Diddy like. So he's definitely had a long run of just acting a fool. So with that being said, man, I mean, let me know what y'all think on on 50's release of the Diddy Do It series that's going to Netflix. Like, y'all gonna watch it? Y'all ready to see what's about to happen? Like, why do you also feel like it hasn't came out yet? I mean, I feel like he had briefly touched on it with, why even make this documentary or do all this push when nothing has happened yet? But I feel like this is happening quicker and faster than the Tubi edition one because now he's in jail. And it feels like once Diddy, this is what's crazy too, like with Diddy being locked up, everybody is coming outside right now and having a lot to say, which goes to show how much power this dude really had. He's not even convicted on anything yet. Like, there's just a lot of talking. So once more stuff leaks out, we're gonna be fucking shocked about any and everything that's about to be put out here to the public. Like, I'm convinced about that. Hip hop is heading for its Me Too movement. It's heading for a weird time because I'm gonna say again, like I've said on multiple times, I've reacted to Dirty Diddy news with 50 years of hip hop being this year, and Diddy being around for at least 30 years of it. I have a question. Does this expunge a lot of things that has happened? Because obviously hip hop is above and more than Diddy, but Diddy has had his hand on 30 years of things in hip hop. 30 years. Out of the 50 years hip hop has existed, Diddy's hands have been on a lot of things in the last 30 years, which is insane to like think about. And I only thought about something like that today, to be honest, like just thinking about hip hop things. And that's insane. And now I'm just wondering what, like, I know hip hop's not gonna have a downfall, it's not gonna die. That's not really what I'm getting at. But what is the state of hip hop going to be after this? I mean, we can always say it's going to be one of the same, because with one guy being a fall guy and going down, there's always other people in play as well. So this doesn't really stop anything, because we're not even getting the big faces out of this. We're just getting the middle big guy, which is Diddy in this situation, or in the other situation was Epstein. And a lot of us wanted that list and all of this stuff and this footage, which once again I will emphasize again, like, what makes us think in this world we're going to get like that footage? You know what I'm saying? What makes you think they're releasing SA footage to the public? Now, you might get transcripts and stuff. Yes. And that's the only thing you're going to get. But I don't even, once again, I don't think it's even going to get that far, because I don't think Diddy's really going to make it, dog. Like, it's going to get real spooky for him, because I know he's going to end up talking. A lot of other weird things are going to come out of this where I don't think anybody wants to be exposed. And when I say anybody, I mean these bigger players that we don't even know their names. We don't even know their faces. Those are the people that are going to make this go away, whoever they are. And that's my opinion. That's not fact, but that's my opinion. But with that being said, man, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be out. I'll be back with another one. I'm out. Peace.